Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Do you want me to turn this car around? Just wait. We're almost there. Okay, I think it's coming up. Dad? Doesn't look like anyone's here. Dude, everyone's going to be here. This is the greatest theme park ever created in the world. There's no one in the parking lot. Kids, just hold tight. Let me see. Let me check. Yeah, this parking lot is completely empty. All right, well, let's just pull up to the front door and see what's going on. Did I just see a moose? WallSE World is not closed. Come on, kid. Let's go ride the rides. Actually, this place does look rather abandoned. WallSE World. There's no one here at all. What's going on with this? No one even to buy a ticket from? Turnstiles all rusted over. Kids, I think this park, we were lied to. This park has been abandoned for a long time. You know what, though? We're going to have to build it. We are going to build the greatest theme park of all time. Complete with rides and more rides. All right, guys, welcome to my new Creative Space Engineers series. I'm still going to have my Planet Survival series. Don't worry, that's going nowhere. But a lot of those episodes take a long time to plan out, to prepare off-screen stuff, and it just takes a while. I can't put out videos as regularly. So I'm hoping this creative series will give me a little bit more things that I can put out on my channel and get some user input and that kind of thing. So without further ado, I present to you WallSE World. Basically Wally World, but with Space Engineers SE in there. That's as good, that's as creative as I could be. This is obviously not done. This is my idea for an entryway, though. We've got our road coming in and going out, and every time I save the world and load it, the trees change. They just completely grow in new places. So even if I knock down this tree, which I have been doing by going Control B, getting the thing called the death ball, and die, tree. That's my way of killing trees with the death ball. If I save this world and come back, there'll probably be another tree growing in the middle of here. So if anyone knows a way to get rid of trees and prevent them from coming back, that would be awesome. But I am using the modular roads here to create my entry road and this parking lot. I need a few extra tiles, though, because it doesn't quite all line up. But we'll see. I think I can make do. I just wanted to kind of get a general idea of how big the spaces would be if I did them like this. I think they look all right. Need to put some like lighting out here and make it a little bigger. But then you've got kind of this entry loop that comes in right into here. Originally I had the curved pieces, but the problem is these gutters or sidewalks or whatever you want to call them, they're just barely too high for the Space Engineer character to jump onto them. So if I use those curved blocks, you have this big curve that you couldn't really get over. So instead I've used the T intersection pieces here so I can just walk right up onto the normal bricks. And I think it looks pretty good. Everything here needs to be painted and given more depth, but right now it's kind of just a general layout. I think it looks pretty good. Right here, my plan is to create some kind of sculpture. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but that's the plan. One episode we'll make a sculpture here, and it'll be the WallSE World sculpture. And then I've got these kind of booths here for, I don't know, security or something, rentals or buying your tickets. Over here would be the place you buy your tickets. Once you've got a ticket, oh, I'm using half blocks. Half blocks are really cool. It's actually a mod, but they are just a perfect height for the Space Engineer character to kind of act as, you know, it blocks you. You can't go in, but you can kind of see over it. If I use a full block, it doesn't look right. So here you would give them your ticket and go through the turnstile, which I've made using a rotor and some of these pipe blocks or whatever these things are called. And I can actually show you. They work. They're very slow. I might turn them up, but that's the turnstile. You can get in. There's two entrances here. And then you come into kind of the main plaza. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this grass area or not. But again, I use this stuff as fencing. The main ground of this area is quite low. It's way down here. Because I wanted to be, easily build on it without, having to terraform anything. So then I use the voxel hand to kind of build this up. Problem is, pieces keep disappearing. When I save my world and load it, there'll be like pieces like this where they're missing. Like, I have definitely put voxels there in the past, but they just go missing. So I don't know what I'm going to put here. I'll probably just pave it over. Pave paradise, put a parking lot. No, put something there. And then these areas here will be buildings, facades of storefronts that will sell various things. There's not really any kind of selling in Space Engineers, but we'll decorate them somehow to make them look like storefronts where you can buy like food or souvenirs, that kind of thing. And you'll come into here, which will be the main thoroughfare of the park. It'll kind of be a big, I think I want to go with a hexagon shape, which will extend from here all the way over probably to about here. It'll be a hexagon, and then with roads leading off into various sections of the park. Now, the whole point of this creative series is not just, aesthetics and cool design layout of a park. That's for Roller Coaster Tycoon World. But since that game got delayed for another month, this is my answer. We're going to have rides, and I want to just make extended use of rotors and pistons and hatches and, I don't know, any kind of movable part I can get my eyes on. Like, when I look at a theme park ride, I go, oh, that's a piston. Oh, that's a rotor. And like, I just get excited, like all the cool rides I can make. So here's the first user interaction that we're going to have in this series, and there's going to be a lot. I would like you to go out there either on YouTube or some screenshots of parks, real or not. They could be fictional, but something that you think could be built in Space Engineers. It would need to either like extend with pistons, rotate around, something. It could have multiple rotors that kind of lift things up and spin them and do all kind of stuff. And I'll put the best ones in the park if I think I can build them. Yeah, so that's the first thing we're gonna do. I've got this giant nuclear reactor. I love how this tree just randomly grew here. This was not here earlier, but it actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna keep it, although it'll probably just move somewhere next save. And there's actually a bush inside this building. I think this will be either like the power plant or something. Right now I got the reactor up on top, but that's just to kind of power the lights. And then over here, I'm not sure what I'm gonna put. Probably just a building matching that. And then we'll go on here. So this episode, I want to start building a ride just so you guys can kind of see what I have envisioned. And we are going to go right over here. And the cool thing about Space Engineers now, if you didn't know this before, but if you create a new station and you're within this purple highlighted area, which I'm not sure how many blocks is like 100 blocks, 200 blocks or something, it aligns your grid so that the grids can line up really, really easily. So I could actually just build something right here, a ride here, and it'd be very easy to connect it to the rest of my grid later. But just in case, I'm going to go ahead and just drag a line of blocks over, bonk, because I want to have power running over there. So let's go ahead and hit escape. We'll get just a normal block out, get the ugly gray, default gray going here, and let's drag our road out. So our road is just going to go like this. It'll, obviously curve over for the hexagon, but one of the roads will just come straight out here, I assume, or somehow we'll probably change it from a straight line at some other point. And then we'll have some kind of like entry queue in this area, and then we'll have our actual ride. So the ride we're going to start with is going to be an easy one, I hope. And that's going to be a giant Ferris wheel. I want this Ferris wheel to be pretty big so that you can see it on the end as you're driving into the park. And so we're going to make a very large, very, very large, come on, Ferris wheel. All right, so what are the components of the Ferris wheel? Obviously, you've got to have those big triangular shaped struts to, hold everything up. And then you're going to need a rotor to spin it, and then the cars. Now, the cars also need to be on rotors because they need to spin to stay level so that when you rotate, you don't fall off the thing. because if you fell off, that would be bad. I know there are some Ferris wheels that you can lock them in place so you do go upside down, some that you can spin around, some that rotate around, you know, on a horizontal plane. But we're just going to try and keep these pretty level as they go around. So I think that's a pretty good setup so far. Let's go with these 30-degree angle blocks, or these 60-degree, I don't know, as our struts. So let's put them right here. And how thick do I want them? I think I want them a full 2 blocks thick. So they would go like this. Oh, I'm gonna have to spin these so many times. So like that. And like that. Okay. Perfect. Let's get these other ones in place, and then we'll try and do some copy-paste action. Oh, that was horrible. Come on, spinner. You can do it. Is it this way? And this way. There we go. That works. And then one here, and... oh, we're going to have to do 2 more to make it right. This way? Oh, there we go. That was a good rotation. And last one, number 6. Perfect. Okay. Now, if I take this thing and I cut it off from the rest of the blocks. Now, if it doesn't get damaged, I can copy it and paste it, hopefully. Now, can I connect it? That's the hard part, is getting space engineers to go, oh, you want to paste this onto existing blocks? Really? Are you sure? Because I don't want to let you do that. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Oh, come on. There we go. Nice. And hopefully we can paste this again. Oh, it's off by a block. Come on. Come on. You can do it. We might have to put a block here, which I can't. It's not going to let me. Let's try that. Control V. There we go. So we can do that to paste these struts up, and I can get, you know, once I get one that's big, we can copy it and paste it and do 3 more. So we can get rid of this guy now. And I'll go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and get all 4 struts going, and then we'll work on the circle. Be right back. Okay, guys, we are back. I've got 2 A-frames. They're A-frames. That's pretty much all they are. Yeah, it's on an odd plane, so I've got symmetry going here. I realized I should have just built one and done symmetry mode instead of done the copy-paste stuff. Oh well, live and learn. So now I want to do rotors here, and the rotation point's going to be right there. But I think this wheel might be too heavy for a single rotor. So I'm going to need to have another rotor here. Now the problem with this, if you guys have ever tried to do this, is you can't connect them, really. It doesn't like it. It's like there's not room, you can't do it. So the only way possible is to use merge blocks. Why aren't you even connected there? That's kind of weird. To use merge blocks in the middle here and try and line them up correctly. So let's get one there, one there. Are we gonna be able to fit them 2 merge blocks in there? I don't know. It's tricky. I wish it were easier to combine grid. I mean, technically the rotor creates a separate grid off the side, so you have to combine them. So the other thing we can do is, does this guy have an access port? Nope. Let's just get a flight seat here. Whoa, we're zoomed way out there. So we want to change the offset on these rotors. So let's look at the rotor 3, and let's change its rotor displacement like that, and that should suck it in really tight. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing with rotor 4. Suck it in really tight, and then hopefully we can place a merge block in there. And everything will be good. Dang it. Okay. So how are we gonna make these things connect? I don't want to really do a piston. All right. Let's try some of these other ones. Let's try an advanced rotor. See if we have any better luck with it. Oops. No, come back. Boom. So advanced rotor looks a little bit different. Let's try that. It seems like they're further apart. Still negative 40 though. Looks like the gap is plenty big. Why won't it work? Ooh, we might have something here. We might have something here. Okay. So I need to extend it just a tiny bit. And you know what? I'm going to do this instead. Okay, and put the rotors up here. And something like that, and that, and that, and that. Okay. Now we want to make those touch. Make them kiss. So let's do this one like negative 0.37 maybe? You closer? Closer. All right. And then let's try this one at 0.37. Still a pretty good gap in there. Okay. What if we change them both to 30? Closer. Very, very close now. Okay. Let's do them at 20 or 25. Let's start at 25. I don't want them to crash into each other and break. There we go. They've merged. Okay. So now this is a single grid. This grid that both of these rotors touch is the same grid. So I should be able to now combine that, and then take these off. There we go. Yes. Okay, so the trick, guys, is using advanced rotors with 25 centimeter extensions. Okay, cool. Perfect. Now, let's see if we can make this thing spin. So come here. Now the trick is we've got to make the rotor spin at the same time. So we'll call this Ferris wheel axle. And save it. Is axle LE or EL? LE. Okay, just make sure. And I'm gonna turn these off so I never can do them on their own. They'll always be together. And we'll just give them a very slow velocity. 1 RPM here. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. Stop. That, because one needs to go backwards. Shoot. Okay, that means we've got to reverse one of them. So let's show them again. And advanced rotor, we'll call this reversed. Reverse that guy. Okay, now Ferris wheel axle will give them a slow velocity. Do they spin? Cool. We can see that spin much better if we put a big arm on it. And we've got the basics of a Ferris wheel. Sweet. Okay. So let's stop the spin. Get back in here. Whoa, it's spinning faster as the weight. We're gonna need to balance the weight quite a bit. So Ferris axle. Let's get the velocity. Let's see. Should we cut it right where it is? All right, now we need to put some symmetry on here. So let's go ahead and get all this off again. And how are we going to do that? Hit M for symmetry. Now here's the plane we're building on, and that looks correct. So I can click. And then we also need to hit M until we get the blue line, and that looks correct as well. So we click. Then we hit N twice, and now we should have symmetry mode. So if I build out here, I should build down there. Why is it not building on the blue one? Because we're on. Okay. Let's escape that. I also need to put symmetry in the middle, but because this is even, I'm going to need to put the I don't know, in between block symmetry, let's call it that. So if you say green line is right there, I actually want it right in the middle. So there we go. Just hit M one more time, click, and N. Now we got it. Okay. So let's go out. How high off the ground are we? I don't want this thing to whack the ground, but I do need to get it all the way into where you can actually load. Okay. That was how many blocks? Grand old 13 blocks. Okay, so do the same here. Now the hard part is going to be making the circle make it actually round. But it would help if I could make something that goes out this way as well. So we divide it into an octagon. So to do that for now, I'm just going to staircase. Oh, I love how it's putting them out like that. Until it seems about right. Maybe one more. And then I'll actually put in 45-degree blocks. All right, so I think we might need to go one more block on each side. So let's do that. Let's put that one there. This one here. And which is the actual middle one? Right there. All right, so it barely touches the ground. Perfect. I'll go ahead and put a circle on this to make it look right. Now we need to think about the actual cars that are going to go in here. And now that I think about it, if I do that, the car is going to hit the ground, so we got to go back up one. So let's do that. Okay. So we are... Whoa. Got blocks hanging on here. Yeah. Too much symmetry. All right, we're going to cut the symmetry just to develop the first one here. So this is just checking. This is back to 13 blocks. Yes. Okay. So we'll take the advanced rotor again. Why can't I rotate it out of here? Will it stay if I do it this way? This is a test. No. Okay. So the trick here then will be to use... I don't want it to rub here, so we'll use blast door blocks, or half blocks. Half blocks will work here. So... Or even, it might look cool to have these. Like that. And that. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. Okay. So that'll go there, and then we'll have the same thing on the other side. Okay. That'll be on each thing, and we'll have a rotor. Where do I have those? There it is. Advanced rotor, connected right there, and right there. And merge blocks. This is going to be tough. So back to you. Advanced rotor 2 and 3 need to be -25 minus 0.25. Oh man. Oh man. That was bad. Not sure what happened there. But it was not happy about that. So, yeah. Why can't I put a merge block there now? Oh, because of this swing there? Okay, so let's do 7 here. And this thing's gonna fall, isn't it? Oh well. Oh, missed it. So hard to catch it on the release. Let's do a half block there. And then another 7. And that way, we should be able to take that block off. And put the rotor here. That there. Okay. Now, why did this part fall off? That doesn't make sense to me, but we'll make it work. I think we're just gonna have to live with the merge blocks being here. I don't think we'll be able to substitute them. We might be able to get rid of it or get away with it, but I doubt it. Just because there's nothing in between. Yeah. All right. So we did a 7, half slab. I love the slabs. They should be in vanilla for sure. I also wish creative mode used creative mode flight. Like Minecraft, where I'm not like floating around and have inertia and all that kind of stuff and using a jetpack noise. That would be really nice. All right, so advanced mode, let's just take you all the way to -40. Can I put this one on now? Yes, I can. All right. And are you gonna explode again if I try and do this? Okay. So interested to say, can I put one here, this, and this? I'm playing with merge blocks, guys. I have never done this kind of stuff before, but if I squeeze these merge blocks together, do these two then become one so I can just get rid of the merge blocks? That would be awesome. All right. And let's look at this again. It was -25, right? Yeah, 0.25. So I'm going to copy this. Put this right here. Confirm. Seems like it merged. Okay, now so are these blocks together? Oh, they are. Sweet! Oh, that's so awesome. Okay. Now, if I put something heavy on this, like a heavy armor block. Oh, I need to save this. Holy crap. It's been a while. I gotta remember to save often since I'm using pistons and rotors. Alright, so let's put some heavy blocks here. I have no idea what the actual car will look like that rides around, but let's just say it's that for a minute. And come into here and go to these two rotors. We'll do this one. This is going to be called, let's say this one is our reversed one. Let's go in the opposite way. Save these as Ferris wheel bucket 1. and then turn them off. All right. Ferris wheel bucket 1 has no torque at all, no braking, no velocity. Is it now free roaming? I expected it to be able to just kind of like rotate on its own. It doesn't seem to be doing that. Well, there it goes. It just needed a kick in the butt. So now, as this thing rotates around, the theory is that should pretty much be facing level the whole time. So we can go here and get a chair or a seat. And let's get the azimuth passenger seat. Oh, I could also put like a gyro on there, right? To keep it that way. And let's put the seats facing out. Does not like that because it's intersecting. Okay. Well, fine. We'll just have 2 seats. All right, let's start this baby going. Save it again. And give a little bit of angle. So Ferris wheel axle. Have a nice braking force and torque. Maybe not that high braking force. And velocity. Let's go 1 revolution a minute. Whoa, that is actually really fast. And we need to go down and sit in our chair. Did we crash? Oh no, we hit the ground. Dang it. All that work. Okay, well, we definitely made it too far. Oh, it's probably because I put that damn extension on there. But we'll need to rotate that up. But guys, that's going to do it. This is our Ferris wheel for WallSE World. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you would like to see a certain amusement park ride, one of your favorite rides or whatever it is, send me either a video or a screenshot of it in the comments below. Don't be panicked if it doesn't allow you right away to see your comment. It probably just went into my spam box because of the link. So you might want to imgur the link or something, or just shorten it, use a URL shortener, and I'll approve it as soon as I check out the link, so don't worry about that. And then I'll choose the best ones and hopefully put them into the park. If you guys want to play along, build your own. I'll probably put the map up every couple episodes as well, so you can play around with it. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been FunshineX for WallSE World. Catch you guys later. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and come back for more. Catch you later. Bye.